Hello beautiful people, how have you been? Today's video class is about money. Everybody likes talking about money. Actually, everybody likes earning some extra money, right? Então a aula de hoje é sobre vocabularies and idioms, expressions about money. First question, where do people put their money? Onde é que as pessoas colocam o dinheiro delas? People can put their money in piggy banks or in a piggy bank, num porquinho, num cofrezinho, we call this piggy bank. Buying shares, comprando ações. Real estate investment, investimentos de imobiliários. Commodities, comodidades. Criptocurrencies, criptomoedas. Alternative investments, investimentos alternativos. Savings account, poupança. Land, terra. Gold, ouro, and artwork. Which of these, or do you have any other way of saving and keeping your money? Well, vocabularies about money. The first one, bank statements. Bank statements são extratos bancários. Do you always check your bank statement whenever you open your internet banking, for example? The other word is receipts, or receipt, que é o recibo. Cash till, caixa registradora. Invoice é a fatura. Do you feel happy when you look at your invoice at the end of the month? Your credit card invoice? Bill of payment é a cobrança de pagamento quando você recebe por algum serviço que foi prestado. Interest rates são taxas de juros. Interest, juros. Tax, taxa. Mas nós temos também fee or fees, que são, a tradução também pode ser taxas ou uma multa, por exemplo. What's the difference between tax and interest rates, for example? A definition. A tax represents money that a government charges an individual or a business when they perform a particular action on or complete a specific transaction. Taxes are levied in the greater interests of the country. So when you are talking about tax, it's more related to the government charges, okay? What the government charges for specific actions or specific transactions. Fee, diferença importante. E qual seria a diferença de fee? Porque fee também pode ser taxa. A fee is related to a tax in that it's also a charge paid to the government by individuals or by business, but fees are most commonly imposed to regulate or control various types of activities. Então, na verdade, essa fee ela é cobrada, mas é algo que é cobrado por indivíduos, pelo governo, para os indivíduos e para os homens, as empresas, mas elas são impostas mais para regular ou controlar algum tipo de atividade. Essa seria a diferença. Payment proof, or proof of payments, é o comprovante de pagamento. Quando você envia, então faz o seu Pix, você envia o seu payment proof, or proof of payment. Another vocabulary, overdraft facility. Overdraft facility, the translation would be saque descoberto. It's a financial tool that helps you with financial resources in a flexible manner. You can withdraw funds, você pode retirar fundos, to the extent of set agreed limit. Some private lenders, besides banks, provide overdraft facilities for salaried professionals. É muito comum ver, especialmente no centro da cidade, aqueles empréstimos pessoais, não é apenas de banco. Tudo que é tipo de empréstimo onde eu vou sacar a descoberto, sem cobertura nenhuma, nós vamos chamar de overdraft facility. The other word is tax evasion. Tax evasion, evasion comes from evasão. Evasão de taxa seria a tradução. Is an illegal activity in which a person or entity deliberately avoids paying a true tax liability. Those caught evading taxes are generally subject to criminal charges and substantial penalties. To willfully fail to pay taxes is a federal offense under the Internal Revenue Service Tax Code. Na verdade, é uma sonegação fiscal. Tax evasion é sonegação fiscal, ou seja, uma atividade ilegal o qual a pessoa evita de pagar as verdadeiras taxas, né, de lealdade para a Federal Revenue or Internal Federal Service, que é o Serviço Interno da Receita Federal. ATM, quando nós vamos aos banks, a gente vê ATMs, to the supermarket, to the grocery store. It means it's an abbreviation and it means automated teller machine or cash dispenser in the UK. Então, é um caixa automático. Bank charge. Bank charge is the money that a customer pays to a bank for its services. Qualquer serviço que a gente vai querer no banco, sempre tem aquela taxa do banco, uma taxinha extra. Então a gente diz, é uma cobrança do banco, a bank charge. Currency is the money that is used in a particular country. É o dinheiro usado, ou seja, é a moeda de um país. Currency, real is a currency, dollar is a currency, euro is a currency, pounds is a currency in England, and so forth. Haggle. Haggle, it means to argue with someone in order to reach an agreement about the price of something. Haggle. Como a gente pode ver na figura ali, haggle é pichinchar, pichinchar, pichinchar. Oh, he's haggling at me. So the person haggles too much. A pessoa pede por desconto. Loan, a sum of money which is borrowed often from a bank and has to be paid back. Loan, empréstimo. Withdraw, when you take out or when you remove money from a bank, you say that you are withdrawing money. Don't say I'm taking out money from the bank. I'm withdrawing money from the bank. The past of withdraw, withdrew. Past participle, withdrawn. The next one, budget. An estimate of income and expenditure for a set period of time is an estimate income. Então, uma estimativa de rendimento é o nosso orçamento, budget. Other specific vocabularies, bill. Bill, an amount of money owed for goods or services. For example, a hotel bill or a gas bill. É a conta, né? Por isso que a gente diz, please, can you bring me the bill at the restaurant? Expenditure. Expenditure is the action of spending money. É gasto. This is an expenditure to me. Expense is the cost required for something. Também, aqui nesse caso, é uma despesa. Expense, o custo. Fee, nós já falamos anteriormente, vou passar. Income é o rendimento. Money received either from work or investments. Não apenas o trabalho, mas investimentos. If I invest in stock market, so this investment is an income. Making a payment, the process of paying for something, as the own word says, fazer um pagamento, making a payment. Mortgage, look that we don't pronounce the T. Mortgage is a legal agreement where a creditor lends money to help people to buy their property. The money is paid back in installments and with interest rates. É o que a gente chama de hipoteca. Passive income, money received from investments. Typical work is not required for passive income. Então, é um rendimento passivo. Make a profit, the financial gain remaining after the cost of producing or selling something is subtracted from this income or from this revenue. Fazer um lucro, ter um lucro. I don't know if I'll make a profit by investing in that real estate investment. Okay? Revenue, So federal revenue, or the revenue, is the money, the income received by a business or a company for the sale of goods or provision of a service. So aqui é a receita. É a receita. Because of this, we call federal revenue, Receita Federal. Salary is a regular payment made from an employer to an employee. We receive a salary. We don't say we receive, we earn a salary. To allocate, or the word allocation, it means to sign or distribute money for a specific purpose. Como a própria palavra é distribuir, realocar dinheiro, não apenas dinheiro, para qualquer coisa a gente pode usar esse to allocate. To borrow, preposition after to borrow something from, is to make money from a person or company with the intention of pay it back later. I borrowed money from my father, quer dizer que eu peguei dinheiro emprestado from my father, com a intenção de pagar ele de volta mais tarde. To earn, como eu disse anteriormente, try not to say I receive money, I earn a salary. To engage in a work-related activity that leads to obtaining money. To invest is spend money with the expectation of making profit, for example, investing in the stock market. To lend is the opposite of to borrow. To lend something to is to give money to someone or something on the condition that it will be returned. To pay back, to repay a loan. Pagar novamente, né? Por um atraso, surgiu um atraso, I'm gonna pay back the loan. Pagar novamente ou pagar o empréstimo. To pay off is to pay a debt. To pay off is to pay a debt. Oh, I need to pay off the bank. Quer dizer que tu precisa pagar os débitos do banco. To spend, the verb, this is a verb, is to pay money for goods or services. Our verb gastar, to spend. The next one, to save up or set aside, is to accumulate over time to be used for a specific purpose. Like, oh, I'm setting aside money. I'm setting aside because I want to buy a house. It means that you are accumulating, you are saving your money to be used in a specific purpose. To waste is to use money carelessly, inefficiently, or extravagantly, like desperdiçar. You don't waste just money. You waste your time, you waste an object, for example. To withdraw, as I told before, is to remove or to take money out from the bank. Wages, as I said before, they are the same as salary in terms of meaning. But what's the difference? Wages are regular payments. Wages, they pay like in hours, in weeks, and salary, monthly payment. Well, here we have some links for exercises. As I'm recording this video, como eu tô fazendo a gravação do vídeo, vocês podem apenas pedir, ou assim que eu enviar para vocês, eu já mando esses links para vocês poderem fazer alguns exercises. The next vocabulary, afford, have enough money to pay for something. Afford é ter condições. Se eu vou dizer, condições financeiras para pagar algo. Se eu vou dizer assim, I can't afford paying this monthly bill, quer dizer que eu não tenho condições de pagar a conta mensal deste mês. Bargain is the same as pichinchar, something that costs less than it's normal, ou é uma pichincha, né? É uma pichincha, it's a bargain, something that costs less than it's normal for the market value. Broke or penniless is to have a little or no money. I'm broke, I'm penniless. Cost of living is the amount of money it costs to pay for your life's expenditures. For example, food, rent, transport, all this costs money. So this is part of our cost of living. Credit, the ability to obtain goods or services without paying for them immediately. So you have a credit. As we say, I have a credit, it means that I can pay, I can buy, and after I can pay for this. Deflation a general reduction in prices within the economy. So deflation is what we call deflação. Discount is a reduction from the unusual cost, so it's a discount, desconto. Extravagant, like when the person is spending the money on something that costs too much money, so the person is being extravagant. Frugal is like the opposite, the use of money in a simple, economical, or efficient way. So I'm a frugal person. It means that I use my money in a simple, in an economical, in English courses, which is much more frugal than being extravagant, spending our money on things that are useless. Funds or funding, the amount of money available for a specific purpose, são os fundos. Inflation, a general increase in prices. For example, every end of the year, we know that there's an inflation rate. So there is an increase in prices. That's why we call inflation. Overpriced, something being sold for more than it should cost. Overpriced, precificado, overpriced. Poor, lacking the money to live comfortably, pobre. Priceless, something that is so special, so unique that it's difficult to assign a price. Isso não tem preço, this is priceless. Refund, money returned for returned goods or unsatisfactory service, é o reembolso. I like a refund because I bought this laptop and the laptop's not working, so I don't want a new laptop, I just want the refund. Tie or stingy. Tie, it means it comes from apertado, ajustado, to dislike spending money, especially on other people. É o nosso, vamos dizer assim, não mão de vaca, mas aquele que é apertado, que economiza. I'm a little tie, I'm a little stingy. Wealth distribution. Wealth, the word means riqueza. So how money is spread between the different parts of society, this is what we call wealth distribution, distribuição de riqueza. Wealthy is the same as rich, having plenty of resources or money. He's a wealthy person. Worthless, worth is the same as value. Worthless, sem valor. Não tem nenhum valor, nenhum uso. Oh, this is worthless. Isso não tem validade, isso não tem valor. Not just related to money, but we can also say this is worthless, like a kind of situation. Here we have a link for more exercises. Next vocabulary, buy in bulk. Buy in bulk is the same as to buy in a large quantity in order to get a discount. Like for wholesales, atacadistas, we usually buy in bulk. And then why? Because we get a discount. That's why we buy in bulk. Cash injection is an investment into a business, usually made in cash. I'm gonna give you a cash injection in your business. It means that I'm going to invest in your business by cash. Clear a debit is finishing, paying off a debit. I'm clean. How can I do in order to clear my debt? I'm asking, how can I do to finish paying all that I owe you? Financial aid, money borrowed often to pay for school or university, money sent by one country to another, é ajuda financeira. Financially dependent, to rely on someone else for money. Depender de alguém para dinheiro. Financeiramente dependente. Financially independent is not to not rely on anyone else or survival. Government funding, money from the government for a specific purpose. For example, government funding for sports facilities, also for education, fundo do governo. Increase, aumentar, decrease, aumento ou diminuição de funding, de fundos, increase or decrease funding. Manage one's finances is how I can control my money. I am the person who manages my own finances. Private funding is a money that comes from individuals rather than banks or financial institutions, fundos privados. Put down a deposit is to make an initial payment to resecure the future purchase of something. É depositar um valor, dar um sinal. Put down a deposit. Run up a debit. Run up a debt is to accumulate debt. Or he's running up his debts. It means that he's accumulating because he hasn't paid. As I said before, tie is ajustado, né? A tie person is a person who doesn't spend money. So a tie budget, a shoestring budget, you can also say shoestring, corda de sapato, o cadarço. Budget quer dizer que é um orçamento apertado, a small amount of money to use for a specific purpose. To increase or to boost is the same as aumentar, to increase, to boost funding, to make more money available for something. To reduce, or I can also say to cut down, to cut funding, to make less money available for something. É retirar, reduzir os fundos. Here we have more links for exercises. And now let's go to some common English phrases that you can use to talk about money. Actually, they aren't phrases. Actually, they are idioms. Idiomas, como a gente tem em português, that we use when you're talking about money. A very common idiom that we use in Portuguese too is money doesn't grow on trees. It means that when we want to mock someone, quando a gente quer meio que zombar de alguém who is spending money without thinking. It means that the money is hard to earn and it's not free, unlike the leaves of any tree. Dinheiro não nasce em árvore. So, an example, he asked me if I could buy him a laptop, and I just told him that I couldn't afford it. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money doesn't grow on trees. Squirrel away money. Squirrel é o esquilo. Squirrels, they have this amusing habit of storing away large amounts of food in secret places for the winter. Os squirrels, que é os esquilos, eles pegam e estocam para longe de suas casas e para vários lugares espalhados, em lugares secretos, comida para o inverno. When someone does the same thing with money, we use this idiom. Generally, someone does this so that they can have a substantial amount of money when there's a crisis, as the pandemic that we had. So luckily, I had squirreled the past. I had squirreled away. É como se fosse um verbo. Eu esquilei. I squirreled away around $10,000 that helped me a lot during the recession. Actually, I hadn't done it. Well, break the bank. To break the bank, it means to use all your money to buy something. It's also used when you need to say that something is far too costly and you can't afford it. Example, there's no way I can go on vacation to Miami. I'll need to break the bank just to buy the plane tickets. Like, quando a gente quer dizer que a gente tá muito longe do que eu posso pagar, tá longe do meu alcance. So I need to break the bank if I want to buy that house, for example. To be flat broke. To be broke or to be flat broke is to have absolutely no money. It is informally used to mean that you're having difficulty buying even basic things like goods, foods, or bus tickets. So you just use I'm flat broke just if you want to exaggerate. Eu tô falido. With this salary, I'm always flat broke by the end of the month. I think I need to find another job. It means that you are always broke, quebrado, sem dinheiro, falido. Give a ballpark figure means we use this when you give a rough estimate of some calculations involving money. You use this idiom. As when we say in Portuguese, vou te dar um valor estimado. Example, although I'll have to check how much this house will cost you exactly, I can give you a ballpark figure of around 10,000 per month. As today, for example, I asked for the price of a service, and then the guy, okay, I will need to prepare, I will need to analyze and make the budget for you. But first of all, I can give you a ballpark figure of around such and such price so that you can have an idea about the price of my service. Well, people, this video is quite long, so I will show you, there will be another video about money vocabulary. I also have more idioms to show you, and also some dialogues using these idioms in a real life in real life situations. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, I advise you to do the link exercises that I'm recommending you on this video, right? See you and have a nice day. Bye bye.